I don't know if any of you saw opening ceremonies of the Olympics. This is a prime example. Man, just the debauchery, isn't it? Like disgusting, disgusting nature. If you didn't see it, they had like trans women, so guys who are dressed like women, out there parading around. And then the worst part about the whole thing is at the end, they set up like this Last Supper looking thing, and they had all the trans people and like these, it was just, oh man, it was just disgusting. They made it look like it was the Last Supper. And so many people were like, oh no, this has nothing to do with Christianity whatsoever. Well, obviously, you have no idea what Christianity actually is. Because if you did, you would see that this was a direct pop shot at Christianity. They're mocking God. They're mocking God. You're asking the wrong guy here. I have no idea. They apparently think that this is what we stand for, not just as a nation, but as a world. But I think they found out, just like Target found out, when you're doing things like this, people don't actually like it. But this is why I can tell you without a doubt, this is not just a physical thing, hand-to-hand people doing this. No, this is a spiritual battle that's happening here. This is the work of the enemy that's empowering people to do the work and mock God right in front of everyone. In like one of the most prestigious and well-watched events in the whole world. And yet they come right out with it. Knowing, just like Target found out, Target had the thing with all the kids and they were pushing homosexuality and transsexuality and all these things on little children of all people. Focused on the weak, right? They're trying to take advantage of the weak. And so they had all that go down. They lost, billions of dollars. It was a huge issue. And yet, then the Olympics comes around and they think, oh, no, this is a good idea for us to put this out and people are going to like this. It's like, come on, man. Come on. Look, us as a Christian, as all of us as Christians, we have to use our voice with our vote, okay? This isn't the end of this. This is just the start. This is just the tip of the iceberg we're seeing right here. This is going to go so much deeper and get so much worse as we get closer and closer to the end. Look, if you don't have a relationship with the Lord and you don't draw near to him, you're going to be washed away in all this stuff. It tells us that these things are going to get worse as we get closer and closer to the end. And it even tells us that the Antichrist himself will have no interest in women, which some have concluded that maybe he's gay. But don't you see that this is the ultimate abomination of who God is? For God said at the very beginning, and Jesus reiterated in the Gospels, that from the beginning, God has made them male and female. So for someone to be acting like something that they're not is the ultimate defamation of who God is. Because God made you in his image. He said, I'm going to take my image, my very self, and I'm going to give that to you. I'm going to give that to each of my children that I make. You see, God is self-sacrificing. He's given us himself. He's given us everything. This is like when you have children. You have a child, and they're in your image. They are a perfect blend of the two parents, aren't they? And God is saying, this is exactly what I did for you, for each and every one of you. I made you in my image, that each one of you would have a little piece of who I am. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't what God does for us just so amazing? I don't know. I just find that the heart that God had for each one of us is incredible. How he didn't leave us and stand afar off from us, but that he drew near to us and cared about us in that way.